Yes, we are bringing to you recent occurrence concerning the NNAMDI Kanu's case. His international lawyer, Bruce Fein, he intensifies efforts to expel Nigeria from United Nations, African Union, and other international bodies. He also stated that Kanu's kidnapping and extraordinary rendition of his defendant from Kenya in June 2021 is in violation of jus cogens principle of international law. He also stated that the Nigerian government's attempted assassination of Mr. Kanu in September 2017. Yes, we don't need to shy away from the reality of things. The constant holding of NNAMDI Kanu is the root cause of Monday sit at home in the southeast and the insecurity situation. Yes, there is this report I want to table to everybody so that we can be updated and know exactly what is happening. Yes, especially if you are from the southeast or if you are somebody that wants to show concern to what is happening anywhere from Nigeria or from the whole world. It goes like this. The report goes like this. NNAMDI Kanu's international lawyer Fein calls for Nigeria's expulsion or suspension from United Nations, other bodies over countries' lawlessness, IPOB leaders' detention. That's what the report said. So, but I'm going to give you the most important part of it. That's the detailed part of this report so that we can understand where the tide is moving. Bruce Fein, the International Council for the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, NNAMDI Kanu, has called on the United Nations, European Commission, Commonwealth of Nations, and African Union to investigate Nigeria's eligibility to sit among the family of a civilized nation. Fein described Nigeria as a lawless nation and urged the United Nations, Commonwealth of Nations, and AU to reconsider Nigeria's membership. The lawyer said this in a letter titled Nigeria's Incorrigible Lawlessness Suspension or Expulsion from International Bodies, and dated January 27, 2024, which was addressed to the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, European Commission President Ursula Gertrude von der Leyen, King Charles III, and the AU chairperson Azoli Asomai. He said Nigeria's contempt for the rule of law militates against its eligibility to sit among civilized nations. In his letter, Fein lamented that Kanu is currently arbitrarily detained in a Nigerian dungeon in precarious health and denied access to necessary medical care. He said the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention declared on July 20, 2022 that Mr. Kanu's detention was in violation of 16 jus cogens international human rights covenants. It ordered his immediate and unconditional release and reparations. Nigeria has snared at and disrespected the working group's order for more than 18 months. On October 1, 2025, United Nations human rights experts lettered Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari protesting the summary listing of indigenous people of Biafra as IPOB as terrorist organizations. Its consensus leader is Mr. President Buhari was called on to reconsider the listing, in part because peaceful advocacy for an independent Biafra is protected speech under international law. President Buhari ignored the letter. Nigeria, uniquely in the world, has banned IPOB as a terrorist organization despite its furious lobby. November 10, 1995, Nigeria hanged Nobel Prize nominee Ken Saro-Wiwa despite pleas from multiple foreign government and human rights groups. The current Nigerian constitution was drafted in secrecy by a military dictator and has never been approved by the people of Nigeria in a referendum or otherwise. It commands no legal standing. Then Nigeria has never prosecuted any person for murdering a Biafran during its 64 years of existence since independence in 1960. In the eyes of Nigeria, Biafrans are subhumans who may be killed or plundered with impunity. Nigerians intentionally starved millions of civilians during the 1967 to 1970 Biafran Civil War, a war crime. On December 15, 2023, the Supreme Court of Nigeria gave the green light to the prosecution of evidence-free charges against Mr. Kanu, despite acknowledging that the criminal case had been born of Nigerian kidnapping and the extraordinary rendition of the defendant from Kenya in June 2021 is in violation of Jus Kevin principle of international law. And the Nigerian government attempted assassination of Mr. Kanu in September 2017. The Supreme Court of Nigeria held that the Nigerian government's criminality can operate as a profit center or mafia without interference by Nigerian courts, and that Nigeria can kidnap and subject to extraordinary rendition any person in any country in the world without worrying about criminal prosecution in Nigeria courts. According to Fein, no country in the world is safe from Nigerian trademark lawlessness. He said it is a threat to international peace and security under the United Nations Charter by any yardstick. No Nigerian officials has been either arrested or charged for Nigerian crimes against Mr. Kanu. None ever will absent international sanctions. Wake up, Nigeria is an outlaw nation. That's what he said. And he continued, I urge your organizations to initiate formal investigation into Nigerians' eligibility to sit among the family of a civilized nation aspiring to a rule-based international order. As amplified above, credible evidence in the public domain of Nigerians' contempt for the rule of law militates against Nigerians' eligibility. I note that the United Nations suspended South Africa for its policy of apartheid in 1974. The African Union suspended Sudan in 2021 over a military coup. The Commonwealth suspended Nigeria in 1995 over the hanging of Ken Saro-Wiwa. Then, in closing, he continued, I cannot improve on Amos 5. He's now putting the Bible. Amos 5:24, chapter 5, verse 24. Let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. This is according to Sahara Reporters. But if you have not subscribed to YangaLife channel, please click on the subscription button, notification bell, like this video, share our videos, and get other people informed. Let them know the trend of events and what is happening. I'm still your presenter, Chinedu, and I say bye for now until I come your way next time.